and welcome to this video module, Investment Banking After the Job Offer. What happens after you receive a job offer? Firstly, congratulate yourself. Well done. Next, review the terms of the offer. The offer will include compensation information, start date, and possibly let you know whether or not you've been assigned to a specific group. Be sure to ask plenty of questions. You can ask bankers at the firm, both senior level bankers and those at the analyst or associate level. You can ask some of your peers if you know people who went from your school to the bank, or even people who interviewed like yourself with a particular bank. Your topics might include, when talking to bankers, current deal flow, and even talking about exit opportunities of their recent analysts and associates who've left the firm. How can you prepare for day one on the job? Best thing you can do is learn the basics of investment banking by taking a course such as Business Training's Certified Investment Banking Associate course. You'll need to shop for some business attire. And lastly, have fun, get some rest, because it's going to be flat out once you get on the job. What's a sell day? Sell day is a process where finally a bank is competing for you, aiming to get you to accept their offer. At some banks, sell day also takes the form of a matchmaking process where you'll have groups pitch themselves to you. For example, industry groups such as technology, transportation, healthcare may pitch for you to join their group. You may get pitches from product groups such as M&A or leverage finance. And at the end of that session, you'll be asked to rank the groups, and those bankers themselves will rank their candidates, and someone in HR will match up groups and incoming bankers. It's important to think about your future goals when making this choice. It's not a career-ending decision to get into the wrong group or a group that's not really where you wanted to be, but it's good to know. For example, LBO firms may prefer bankers with LBO experience, so someone who is in a sponsors group or a leverage finance group. Venture capital firms might prefer people who've been in technology and healthcare groups. Ours might be lighter, for example, in a capital markets group. Just things to consider on sell day. What does a training program involve? Most analyst programs begin with a formal training program, either led by in-house bankers, sometimes by outside professionals brought in, or sometimes they'll send the incoming analysts out to a venue for training. But along with skill-based classes, the programs also provide a chance for analysts to meet their peers and also to meet people, bankers higher up in the firm from all different groups. Many programs culminate with a case study or project that mimics on-the-job tasks. And it may be something that's used for some sort of grading or ranking. It might not. It might just be a good chance to get incoming bankers to tap the resources available to them, information resources, peers and mentors within the firm. But a task could be something like a valuation of a hypothetical company, could be pitching a hypothetical company where the banker would then need to go around and learn about his firm, learn about his or her group. Lastly, Morgan Stanley's website says the following. The analyst program begins with an intensive 6-week training program in New York, introducing analysts to the firm, its business, values, and culture. Customized by investment banking and global cap markets professionals, the classroom-based training covers both conceptual fundamentals and practical applications of subjects such as accounting, corporate valuation, modeling, M&A process and analysis, capital markets and credit analysis, and finally proprietary technologies and processes. Now all these bullets, other than the last one, were things that have been covered in the video modules from Business Training's Certified Investment Banking Associate program. Let's just talk for a second about the last bullet. Proprietary technologies and processes, those would be things specific to a particular bank. Technologies might be databases that bank subscribes to, such as an M&A database or some sort of stock screening service. Processes would be things analysts need to know, for example, how to get your pitch books printed. There may be an in-house printing service at the bank. There may be specifics about how files are shared. There may be specifics about a client database and how analysts would be expected to update that. And the last part of processes might have to do with some kind of standards, formats, fonts, how to use logos of the firm. that covers topics from the offer to sell day through training. Please join us for future modules.